Hey, so wonderful to meet you virtually, or maybe you're somebody that I'm already working with. I made this video for people that want to know more about FasterEFT or they're working on themselves. So what is FasterEFT about? It's a healing modality that has many modalities wrapped up in one. One of those is definitely NLP, and that's why it gets such great results, because it has so many different uh, healing modalities wrapped up into it, and it's easy enough for a child to be able to learn how to do it. And that's one of the things that I love, how to do this. So one thing that you need to understand when you're tapping, it doesn't necessarily matter what you say. If you work with a practitioner, we might say things to prepare your brain to bring out things from the subconscious, which is one of the benefits of working with a practitioner, but you can work on yourself. So if you want to know more, reach out to me. I'm at mirandasullivancoaching@gmail.com, and I'll answer any questions that you have. And I also have the Emotionally Intelligent Tappers on Facebook, which you could join, and I share videos and I do lives there and share information to help educate you and encourage you to keep working on yourself. And if you want to work with me, I would absolutely love that. And if you have somebody that this video would help, please forward it to them. I was on 16 years of anti-anxiety medications, then 2 years of an antidepressant that put me in the hospital. I had insomnia and PTSD, and all that's gone within 1 year of using this modality. I have more things that I'm working on. It's a process to clean up your past, but boy does it work. I did that within 1 year. Okay, so let's start. So what you do, the first thing you want to do is you want to aim. So notice whatever it is that's, well, actually, let's grab a good memory. That's usually easier to do first. So grab a good memory, something that makes you feel really good. Maybe it's you sitting there petting a pet. Maybe it's a conversation that you had with somebody, like, or not a conversation, but experience that you had with somebody. You're just sitting there holding them, and maybe you're talking and you're just supporting each other. Maybe it's going for a walk in nature. Maybe it's a trip that you took. So just one of my favorite ones is I gave a toy to my grandson, and when you shook it, it would shake and it would laugh. So then he would laugh and he would shake, and it was just, it was a whole shake laughing fest, and I just absolutely love it. So something like that, even something that makes you laugh, is just really, really good. So just, a walk in nature, notice the trees, you can hear the water, use all your abilities. We're visual, we're kinesthetic, we feel, we hear. So you utilize all those when you're in the memory as much as possible. So just experience that good memory. Just notice how good it makes you feel. And you can add good things to it if you want. Just make it feel really good, because it lights up the chemicalization. It's wiring our brain in a positive way. And then choose something that is bothering you. Whatever it is, the hate, the craziness, the anger, the conversation that you had, the fear, the anxiety, whatever it is, or the pain. You can even use this for pain. So notice what it is, where it's at, and how you know that you have that issue. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? And then I'm going to ask you a question. If I were to have a piece of cake in front of you and I were to eat that whole piece of cake, what happened to it? It disappeared. And that's what we're working on. We want this to disappear. Are you ready to let it go? And then go ahead and tap with me and repeat after me. We are releasing and eliminating all sadnesses, fears, and emotional traumas, judgments, abandonments, and betrayals, angers, guilts, and resentments, helplessness, hopelessness, feelings of no control, and everything else. And then you can go ahead and name some of the things that you're experiencing. Something they said, something you heard, something you saw, something you felt, and just name it. But pay attention to your tapping. That's the important thing. Because we go into what it is that we feel what we see, what we hear, but then we come back out and we pay attention to our tapping. Because Robert Gene Smith, the creator of this, realized that you can update memories. Okay, grab your wrist, take a deep breath, blow it out and say peace, and go into the good memory. If you're having a hard time doing that, playing a really good song that you love, like I love Money Money by Billy Idol. You can play a good upbeat song that makes you feel good, and then go into a good memory. And just experience that good memory. Just see it, hear it, feel it. Okay, and then go ahead and notice what it was you were working on. Notice what's changed, what hasn't. How strong is it from 0 to 10? 0 means there's nothing there. You can't see it, hear it, feel it. 10 is the strongest. And notice what's left. And then go ahead and tap again. So we just release and let it go. It's okay to let it go. It's safe to let it go. It's good to let it go. Everything inside of me, this is an important thing to understand as far as mindset, because mindset is a part of this. Everything inside of me is me. So if I'm doing it to myself, I'm doing it to myself, because your mom, your dad, your ex-girlfriend, your ex-boyfriend, your husband, your wife, whoever it is that you experience this with is not in, they're not really in your head. It's you. And you have the power to change it if you allow yourself with this. You're tapping on the amygdala, which allows to change the perception. It's a relaxation technique. So it relaxes you, it helps you feel better. So you can do this in a moment too, if you're not working on a memory. So you just release and let it go. It's okay to let it go. It's safe to let it go. It's good to let it go. Hug your wrist, take a deep breath, blow it out, and say peace. And then go into that good memory. And just experience that good memory. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Like I said, if you need to, go for a walk in nature. Hear those ducks. I have ducks outside. Listen to that lake, the pond. Hear the trees whistling in the wind. Okay, hug your wrist. Ground it out. Blow it out and say peace. And then go ahead and go back to what it was you were working on. And how has it changed now? Is it gone? How strong is it now? Is it maybe down to a 6? Notice what's left. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? What's the strongest thing about that? And then go ahead and tap. I just release and let it go. What we're doing is we have a record that's been recorded in our subconscious, and it's been activated, and we're going in and scratching that record. I'm saying, subconscious brain, I'm not going there anymore. I'm breaking this belief. I'm breaking this experience. I'm not owning it anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore, because it's just like driving a car. We learn how to do it in increments, and before we know it, repetition, we're doing it without even knowing we're doing it, really thinking about it, because we know how to do it so well. Same thing goes for our negative stuff. People betraying us, depression, anxiety, we learn it. We do it really well. I know that was hard for me to hear too. But you can break the cycle. Hug your wrist. Take a deep breath. Blow it out and say peace. Go into that good memory. And just experience that good memory. Notice it, hear it, feel it. And then go ahead and come out. Notice what it was you were working on. How strong is it now? Maybe it's down to a 2. Give it a number from 0 to 10. 0 is the lowest, 10 is the highest. If for some reason it's not moving, there's a reason why, and we need to find out that why. And you can contact me. But it should be moving. And if it's moving, that's a good thing, because that means that you can change it. And then go ahead and start tapping again. Or we can do something crazy like this. Just go. You can get up and do jumping jacks. If it's something really strong, you can get up and do jumping jacks. The thing is to get out of that trance, because it's actually a trance that we're breaking. We experience this, We stored it. It's how we perceived it. And a lot of times when you tap through it and let go of it, it's like, wow, I didn't even see it how it happened. And a lot of times we don't even really know what it was that was happening. And that's the best thing to do, is just let it go, because it doesn't matter anymore. It's not happening anymore. So just release and let it go. It's good to let it go. It's safe to let it go. Hug your wrist, blow it out and say peace, and go into a good memory and just experience that. I have a lot of great friends. I went to training in Vegas. We had so much fun, and I can just picture that. All the camaraderie and the support, the love, the learning, being dedicated to learning to change myself. Just experience whatever it is you're experiencing. Go ahead and hug your wrist, blow it out, and say peace. So now let's say it's down to a 0. So what you would do is you would go ahead and make up a new story and repeat that in your brain for the next 7 to 14 days. 10, 15 times a day. Just think about it. You know, I do a few in the morning, I do a few in the middle of the day, and then at night you want to rewire that brain. And if there's any challenges, let me know. We can get it to go away. Sometimes we have to work on different aspects of it. Sometimes we have to let go of something else to be able to, because sometimes we'll let go of some stuff and other memories come up. It's a process, but it works really, really well. I just released something the other night by working with a practitioner that I've had going on in my life for 11 years, causing all kinds of problems with men, with myself, and I'm free of it, and I'm so excited. I was ready. I was just like, okay, we're going to release this and let it go. Found out what the root cause was, understood it, let it go, laughed about it. Every time I think about it now, I just start laughing because I just don't care anymore. I love it. So, MirandaSullivanCoaching@gmail.com. Reach out to me if you have a question. Please feel free to send this to a friend if they're experiencing, anxiety, fear, any of that stuff. So many people are in fear right now, and we just don't need to be. There is a way. All right? Love y'all. Take care of you and change you from the inside out. Bye-bye.